Manufacturers know they need AI, but they're not sure where to start, and this video will solve that. Hi, it's Byrne here. If you're not familiar with me, I've helped manufacturers identify over $100 million in savings or increased profits using AI and data. My mission is to help manufacturers make more money and provide more value to their customers by using AI. Every manufacturer needs to implement AI. The manufacturers who don't implement AI are going to get eaten by their competition because they'll be able to charge more competitive prices while still keeping their profit margins high. The first project that any manufacturer or any business does with AI is the most important. When you're starting with any change project, specifically AI in this case, it's important to get quick wins and drive value fast for the company. That's how you get buy-in from your stakeholders. That's how you get buy-in from the employees. By quick wins, I'm talking about picking projects that either deliver revenue or cut costs in a meaningful way fast. This will lay the foundation for you to continue to do more AI projects, and they will continue to pay for themselves because you've got this quick win from your first project. In this video, we're going to help manufacturers find that first use case so that they can start to implement AI and start driving huge value for their business. The first thing you need to think about when you're deciding what that project is going to be is what are your goals for your company right now? And that might not be just up to you to decide, that might be other people in your company, the rest of the executive team, but you need to decide together what is the main goal right now. Are you trying to increase profits? Are you trying to improve the quality of your products? Are you trying to provide more value to your customers? Is it somewhere between all three of these? And finally, are you trying to cut costs? Like, are you vastly unprofitable in your current setup? Do you need to make changes? By understanding the goals of your company, that will help you to pick a project that aligns with those goals and really helps to get buy-in from all of the important stakeholders at the company. If we were to take the example of a company that's trying to increase their profits, I would be looking at some sort of high margin offering that they can sell more of, that there's more demand than they can currently supply. In a lot of cases in manufacturing companies, there are individual products or services that produce much more margin compared to other products and services. You want to increase the production of those goods or services, but in a lot of cases, you maybe don't have the staff to do it. You maybe need to hire in certain places because there's a lot of manual work that goes into some of these tasks. But this is where AI steps in. So I hope you've got a bit of an idea about what that offering or what that service is that you want to increase your output of. And now what I want you to do is to start to try to quantify that. I want you to look at how much more money you can make from this product. So look at the profit margin, look at how many more units of that good or service you can sell. How much time will this save in terms of how much time you currently spend on it versus how much time you could spend on it if you were to automate it. Remember, you won't be automating things 100%. In most cases, you'll do some sort of between 80 and 90% automation with some sort of human in the loop in there. So just make sure that you take that into account and always be conservative when you're allocating or estimating the ROIs here. This will also help if you had 2 or 3 different products or services in your head. You can quantify all of them, see how much money you could make from all of these different offerings, and then you can look at which one is the best one for us to start with. You're probably already thinking of these, but some examples of high margin products or services that we find companies often are able to increase capacity of is increasing the amount of service contracts that they sell, increasing the amount of service visits that they do, upselling after service visits, so doing some sort of a spare parts list or parts sale after a service visit, and then increasing the value of the reports that they send within these service visits to show the ROIs, to promote more people to book on and do these service visits. So essentially, you're looking for either some sort of aftermarket parts sale, you're looking for some sort of service that you can do, or potentially a software product that you can sell to your customers that increases the amount of value that they get from your machine. Once you've picked your product or service and you've started to quantify it, now what I want you to do is map out every step of this process into a full workflow diagram of everything that gets done in order to do this job. Currently, mostly manually, I'm assuming. Then what I want you to do is look at that overall task and say, how can we make this more efficient in its current form before we look at automating it? You want to then break it down into manageable chunks and then you want to automate each of those chunks. The reason you want to break it into chunks is because you want to have some sort of a human in the loop at each of these steps. So you want to break, say, a process into 3 or 4 different steps. Then you want to look at having a human in the loop at each of those steps along the way to make sure that you're getting full accuracy and you're not having any errors on the way through here. Over time, you'll be able to remove these steps in the middle and you'll just do a full automation all the way through. But in this initial stage, you want to have these checks in between because you don't want your customer getting something that's incorrect. That circles back again to what I was saying before. You don't really want to chase 100% automation. And the reason for that is because it's going to take significantly more time and money for you to automate that whole process. Whereas if you can automate 80 to 90%, you can just go 5 to 10 times faster and really increase your output of it while keeping the same level of accuracy or potentially increasing the accuracy. And then over time, you can get closer and closer to that 100%, but you don't want to try to jump all the way to 100% right away. Something that you're probably going to run into while you're automating these processes is some sort of resistance on behalf of one of the employees or one of the people who's doing these manual repetitive jobs. But what you need to remember is that automating these manual repetitive tasks is really good for your business and for the people in your business, because it means that they can work on higher value tasks, provide more value to the business, keep allowing these automations to run in the background, and all of a sudden your business is getting significantly more work out of all of your important employees, but they're working on the more creative tasks rather than these manual repetitive tasks that drain people and really just make their days longer and more difficult than they need to be. If you're thinking that you don't have one of these high margin opportunities in your business and you're now wondering, where should I start? What I want you to think about is the big 3 when it comes to AI automation in manufacturing. And that's data visibility, finding information, and automating manual tasks. Between these 3 things, you'll be able to find hundreds of opportunities in your company. But what you need to do is you need to rank all of these opportunities into the highest margin or the highest ROI projects, which comes into, how much money do they return, how much time do they save, and how much are they going to cost. What we've helped companies do is to come up what we call their AI action plan, which is essentially a list of all of the opportunities going through all of their most important departments, ranking those into the top projects, picking the roadmap over a 6 to 12 month period, and then also showing the kind of a longer term roadmap as well. If you're wondering how much money could you potentially save, I would say a very good estimate here is look at 5% of your revenue and then just look at how much that would add to your bottom line if you were to get 5% more revenue onto your bottom line. That is very reasonable when you're talking about how much time and how much additional revenue AI within your manufacturing plant can actually deliver. If your manufacturing company is ready for AI, but you're not sure where to start, the first link down in the description will give you some more information on how you can work with us to find the biggest opportunities in your manufacturing company and get started right away. Full transparency, it is a sales funnel, but we're not trying to sell you a course. We're trying to find the biggest opportunities for you and your manufacturing company to take advantage of AI to make more profit and add more value to your customers. There is no pressure to click on that link at all. There are tons more free resources here on the YouTube channel, and I'm sure there'll be some links over here if you want to check those out. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you got some value from this one. I'll see you in the next one.